What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? According to HPD, rapper BTB Savage was gunned down in the River Oaks area of Houston on Thursday. It is suspected that he was gunned down in retaliation for killing a man who tried to rob him in San Antonio a couple of months earlier. The backstory is, as BTB Savage said in the interview with Vlad TV, he was contacted by a guy who purported to be a rapper. And this guy asked him to do a feature. The guy came to his house. He allowed the guy to come to his house, and he brought another guy with him. And he said that, this guy was like acting funny or whatever, and he kind of got a feeling these guys were up to no good. And one guy says, "Hey man, I forgot the other stuff, the other equipment in the car." They was bringing their own studio equipment to his house to record. The other guy decides, okay, I'm finna go to the car and get the rest of the equipment. He thought that was strange, so when the dude walked out the door, he locked the door. A move that possibly saved his life that night. He said at some point, the guy on the inside pulls a gun. Not the rapper, not the guy that's supposed to be the rapper, but the guy that's supposed to be the rapper went to the car. So it's the other guy, pulls out the gun, tries to rob him. They start tussling for the gun. He instructs his girlfriend, the gun drops. He tells the girlfriend, come get the gun, get the gun, get the gun. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. And he say the girlfriend shot him, shot dude a couple times in the back, and dude pretty much turned into Incredible Hulk. He say he starts to seem like he got even stronger, so he tussling with the dude the entire time. And finally, they were able to end his life. Now, he also said that during this struggle, the other guy comes back and starts shooting through the door. He hears about 20 shots. And the girl shoots back at those guys, or at the guy who was shooting at them through the door. She shoots through the door, and then the shooting stops. Whoever was shooting at him takes off. Long story short, after they bodied dude, this guy talks about how it went down. And really, he really hadn't said anything out of pocket, because if a man tries to rob you and you defend yourself, you got every right to do what you got to do. But I think he got out of pocket when he started talking about, when Vlad asked him, was he concerned about any retaliation? And dude was like, well, yeah, real N-words, they gonna do what they do, and unless they peas, he called them, pussies, And so I thought that was kind of like inviting drama to yourself, unnecessary drama, right? He also said that, they gonna do what they do, but, I'm gonna get active. Family, it ain't got nothing to do with being a coward, I just make calculated moves, and I just don't believe in making unnecessary enemies. You down, dude, you won. You already won. Just tell the story, and people gonna look at you like you're solid anyway, because you fought back, and it's a whole lot of this jacking and murdering going on, unnecessary murdering and jacking going on, so people already feel some kind of way about that anyway. So you already had the people on your side. It was no need to try to rub it in and talk tough. Really, the move would have been, even if he felt that way, even if he felt like yeah, F this dude, I don't give a damn about your life, whatever, whatever. You know, your homies can get it too, even if he felt that way. The move would have been, yo, man, publicly. You know, you can feel that way in private, but publicly, hey, man, you know, a life was lost. You know, I hated it had to come to that, but it was either him or me. And I was just protecting myself. You know, R.I.P. to that man, condolences to his family and loved ones, and keep it moving. And you absolutely do not, under any circumstances, post a photo of yourself standing in the man's blood, standing in his dry blood, posing for pictures like you're shooting an album cover. This guy posted 2 hours before he was killed. He posted pictures of him standing. He went back to the scene. This is obviously when it first happened, but he shot himself posing, standing in the space in the same apartment that the shooting occurred. He's standing at the crime scene, and he's posing, standing on the man's blood, and blood on the walls and everything. And he's posing like, hey, look at me. Basically taunting the person's loved ones, friends and family, taunting them. One thing that I know, fam, about the streets is usually if somebody is in the wrong and they get downed, they get an L, usually a solid street dude can let it go. Because he'll be like, well, you know, brought that on himself, you know, and damn, the man did what I would have done, right? But when you taunt the survivors, it's no longer just about the person who you downed. Now you're like calling these other guys out like, y'all, if y'all don't do nothing, y'all some suckers. You know, yeah, I did it, whoom. And y'all, you know, what is whatever. Then he told the dudes they were broke. Yeah, you know, it's one of me equal 20 of them. You know, they ain't got no money. You know, like, no, man, that's just unnecessary to bring that type of heat on you. That's unnecessary to bring that type of heat on yourself. You know, it can always go down just off GP. You got one eye, we're gonna get you, or we're gonna get one of yours. That could always go down anyway. But man, when you taunt in victory, a lot of times that just don't go right. I learned a long time ago, I seen people get killed in dice games, basketball games, even just racing. You know, like you just race, run down the block, you're gonna race, and then the next guy start bragging about how he whooped the dude or whatever, or won and all this. Also bragging about fighting. You whoop somebody, everybody know you won. You ain't got to say nothing. The people gonna talk for you. And you might have to watch your back anyway, because conflict is costly. Even if you win, you might take an L. You got, at the very least, you got to watch your back. You know, once you make an enemy, you got to always be on guard. You know, even if you take that enemy out, you got to be on guard for the survivors. They might be feeling some type of way. So you got to be careful out there, man. You can't just move with reckless abandon, you know. It will come back. It will come back. I've seen a lot of dudes get killed taunting in victory. When I win, I don't care what it is. Pool, whether I'm playing pool, I don't play basketball and stuff no more, but in anything, I play any kind of game. When I win, you already know I beat you, so that's humiliating in and of itself. I beat you. If there was any witnesses, they know I won. So Why am I bragging about it? I don't have to brag about it. You know, my work speaks for itself. Everybody know what I did to you. You know what I did to you. So I don't have to brag. I play anytime I'm involved in any kind of games or like sport and whatever, any type of challenges, whatever. I play a gentleman's game. That's the way I do. I don't do the bragging stuff like that because it's unnecessary. Like I say, hey man, dude won. He downed the dude. It really was over. It was no need to rub it in. It was no need to taunt the dude. It was no need to taunt his survivors. He won. Keep it moving. That's how it go, fam. That's how it go. But what say you? Drop a comment, fam. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?